Pay attention to the places the universe brings you to and how you feel when you're there, and or how much different you are every single time you're there. I think since 2020, so it'll be going on 6 years now. Obviously, I've been on a very, very, very intensive healing journey. I've already shared, so if you want to know why, check out my content. But every time I'm brought back home to my roots, like where my family is from, it's like I'm closing a cycle and I'm starting a new one, because right when something ends, something starts. 0101, as I said that, so beautiful. But every single time, it's like the loop thing, right? Once I said that, I'm just more and more and more self-aware that everything I've been looking for, I've already been. Like 1, 2, 3, as I said that. And time and space are an illusion, right? So when you set out and you have a burning desire and you're like, I want this, your inability to see how you already have that, it's the only thing that keeps you from embodying and therefore expressing that to your most authentic self, to your highest potential. So for example, because a lot of people, this is what everyone wants to manifest, right? Money. If you're manifesting money and you're not self-aware that money is all around you, right? Money is in this phone you're holding, in the stand that the phone's on, in the products that you buy, in your clothes, in your jewelry, in your properties, in the table you're sitting on, the chair you're on. Like, all that costs money. So if you were to take an inventory on all the things you own, again, I want to just make a little like cut right there and say that money is energy, right? So money itself is also an illusion. I want you to understand this, okay? So work with me here. But everything you own, your bed, your bedsheet, your pillow, your pillowcase, all of that costs money. All of that is money. All of that is energy. So when you're sitting in your fucking furnished home with food on the table and clothes on your back and all of this, and then you drive your car, or even if you're riding public transportation, all of this is money around you. And if you're like telling the universe, like, I want more money, but you can't even acknowledge the fact that it's all around you and how much of it you possess, you just block yourself from receiving more. And the thing about more is that it's infinite. So for you to experience this infiniteness, you must for 0404, as I said that, you must first become self-aware of what already is. Because until you grasp what is and the infiniteness within the what is, then and only then can you be self-aware enough to experience the expansion. Oh, that shit is beautiful. And if you're not self-aware of how fucking powerful you are just yet, the fact that you attracted me right now, 0444, right? You are heavily protected. Right now, thus far, the universe, it's just been wanting you to, it's been giving you the opportunity to come to this awareness on your own, right? And maybe you have, but I'm just here to remind you. And if not, this is your boom awareness, right? That's why the universe has people, places, and things come into your reality so that you can tap into this frequency. And all you have to do is accept and repeat it over and 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 over. And it just doesn't stop. The more you repeat this, the more you were to listen to this video. If you save this video and you listen to it over and 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 over, this is how I study, right? I have a playlist on YouTube if you want to check it out. Raise your frequency. Over and 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 over, and you just until you die. Okay, this is how I till you die, right? Because why? Infinite. You never know what you don't know until you know, and then you realize, wait, there's more. And you are here to evolve, and you are infinite, so you will never know everything. But you can start to embody and acknowledge it. But again, it takes repetition. The more and 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 more you are presented with the people, places, things, experiences, information, right? That's what I heavily focus on, is giving you guys tools. Remember, information is frequency. Everything carries frequency. Everything carries information. The sounds, and again, all this is illusion. And based on the perception through which you view the world, which is based on your identity, which is based on law of assumption. But for you to really, really, really connect to this, it takes presence and self-awareness, which comes from presence, meditating, however you want to look at it. This is how I meditate. I just sit here. I focus on my breath work. I focus on feeling the wind, the sun, hearing the birds, coming back to my body. Tapping can be significant. The gratitude, the joy. And then I just observe my thoughts while recognizing that I am not my thoughts. But I have the conscious ability to accept the thought or to dive deeper into the thought, right? Because thoughts operate on frequencies. So if I'm able to tap into a specific thought that is on a higher frequency and I focus on that thought, then through the law of attraction, more like thoughts are coming into my vicinity, and then it allows me to expand and think from that frequency. And the more I do this, the more I attract more like thoughts. The more I think of these thoughts, the more I feel the energy. The more I feel, the more I activate the vibration. The more I vibrate, the more I attract. The more I become, the more it is my reality. Do more of what makes you feel good. You don't have to explain it to anybody. And those that are meant to be around you and stay in your life, if they love you unconditionally, will accept all your decisions. Oh, this is so beautiful. I love you.